Hey guys, JB back, and we are ready with another tablet war today. Been getting a lot of questions on this Likebook P10, so we're going to take the Likebook versus the reMarkable 2 today. So let's get into it. Okay, as you know, my name is JB Glossinger, and we do all kinds of videos here almost every single day. We're doing a new book series, speed reading. We got you covered with a lot of different things. And one of our big things is tech. And a lot of people like to know about these different devices. I have them all. I have them come in. In fact, Likebook was nice enough to send this to me. I am not doing this review or this tablet war. They're not seeing this, but I did get this device sent to me. The reMarkable 2, I actually paid for. I actually paid for the books that I have in my hand, and actually the Supernote A5. So let's get into it today and talk about which one should you buy, and specifically this Likebook P10 that just came out, or the reMarkable 2. Let's talk about both of them. Okay, so before we get into that, I think there is an important discussion that needs to be made. This is a reader. Okay, I think that's really important, meaning it puts it in a class with my Kobo and Kindle and those things. So if you look at this as a reader primarily, I think it's going to help you in this discussion because I'm going to have some things to talk about within it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the weight. So let's bring in a scale, and this is really interesting. So if you look at the scale here, we're going to bring this in here, and we're going to put this on the scale, okay? You're going to see the reMarkable 2 weighs 1.64 ounces. I don't know if you can see that now. Yeah, 1.64. You can see that there. Okay, so pretty heavy, pretty weighty. Then we come over to the Likebook P10. That weighs a whopping 1.86 ounces. So that's pretty heavy, specifically when we're looking at a reader. Let's go with the Supernote A5, and let's see where we're at with the Supernote A5. That is 1.37 ounces. And then if you're looking at just reading, let's look at the Note 3 small. This is a small device, obviously, but I want to show you. That's not even a pound. And then we've got, obviously, my favorite reader, which is really critical, which is the Kobo, and that's coming in at, 6.8 ounces. So one of the things that you're getting from this device is a little bit of heft, 1.86 ounces. So it is a little bit heavy, and there have been some complaints about that it is a heavy device. But again, we are going to look at this as a reader. Let me line both of these up. As a reader, and that's the thing. So the reMarkable 2, what would you do with this, or what are you going to do with it? Well, they just had a new update come out, and I think by far it is still the leader, even though I use a paper every day, in a note-taking device, okay? Now again, this is a big issue on the channel. Just for note-taking. I use it for my YouTube videos, I use it for note-taking, and I love the reMarkable 2 for that. But that's all you're going to get from this. You're going to get a very basic reading option. You can read on it, it works, you can put PDFs, and you can put books, but you can't put your Kindle on it, you can't put your Kobo on it, and so all of a sudden, you've got a handicapped device. Now, with that being said, it's awesome. I love this device, okay? But if you want to do more, then we are now looking at what are the books device, the Supernote device, or the Likebook device. The difference that you have with this Likebook is price, okay? So you're gonna pay less for this device. And I think that's one of the things that people are looking for is, well, what do I get for it? So here is the case it comes in, which is decent. I do like the operating system. If we open it up here, let me go ahead and get the focus adjusted so that looks a little better. And I think you can see it just a little bit there. Let's get it a little bit better. Focus assist. There we go. That's a little bit better. And you can see it works well. I mean, it's nice. It's a clean form factor. When you come to the home page, again, you're going to see that you have the ability to add apps to it through the store. So you've got your Kobo and your Kindle here, which really makes it nice. And you can pull this up, and it says refresh, so refresh. And then you can see you've got a nice reader here. It works real well as a reader. Again, I think one of the things that's cool is you do have a very simplistic design. You can do night light. You can do it bed. You can customize your lighting. Again, you're not going to get that with the reMarkable 2. You are not going to get any of this functionality. You are going to get writing with the reMarkable 2 and a little bit of reading, but you're not going to get any lighting or anything else. When it comes to that, we've got to look at the Books devices, which I think is really the competitor for this, is a Books device. But we're looking at pricing, right? So you're getting a little bit better price, and then you can turn off, obviously, the lighting. So we're going to put it on day. We don't want to kill you with the lighting. And we're going to come back to it and see that you can put a couple different apps on here. The Kindle app works real well. Again, and I do like the setup or the layout of the device. I think it's great for what it does as far as a reader. And that's what it's in its title too, that it is a reader. So as we come in here and we look at our library on Amazon, you can kind of see this. Now the case you have to buy the case and the stylus separately, and you can see I already got something on the case, right? You see that there? Where these cases are a little bit better. It's just like that felt case. That's a problem. If you get a little bit of something on there, it's a little bit of a stain there. But again, it's not the highest quality device. That's the problem. You're sacrificing a little bit with the money, but it works as a reader. Here's an Amazon book. Let's see, does pinch to zoom work? No, but I think this is within the app, so you got to work within the app. It has its own reader, and we'll go back to that. And this is where it would be like the reMarkable, where you're going to be utilizing its software as a reader. So if we come in here, let's come home. Oh, I got to go over. It's already there. And you come into the library. Now you're working with their reader, which actually works pretty good. Now this is where you would compare the reMarkable. So it doesn't have the reMarkable doesn't have the ability to put on your Kobo books or your Kindle books, but it's a note taker, where this, you can put both of those on. Now, let's talk about the competition then of what you would have with the reMarkable, and that would be coming in here and putting in the note taker. And as you can see, the form factors already are a little bit different, right? So you've got the same kind of screen size, it's just the form factors are different. This is definitely a thicker device, where the reMarkable is very thin. But if we come into the notes, I'm going to tell you this is kind of where it gets a little weird, okay? Let's just open a note on the reMarkable. Okay, we'll just go blank and create. Okay, so a lot of people ask me questions about, I'm just going to go to this note here. Can you use different styluses on here? No, you can't. This stylus takes a 4A battery. People have asked me that. And the nibs it's out there a little bit. It's out there a little bit, and it writes okay. I like having the pencil and the eraser here on the side, and you can move it over to the other side if you want. You also have the ability to change the color and the type of pencil you're using and the line width, and it works. I mean, it works pretty good. It works pretty good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the writing of it. There is a template that you can get for it, so you can put like meeting minutes or different templates in here. Right now I got it as paper. The interface of this thing is actually really good. So you can put your date up here, whatever, 210, it's actually 3 or 410. And if we want to erase that, we come over here and erase. It works. So who is our speaker? JB. Let's go back to pen, JB. And you can put your notes. It's got a nice scratchy feel to it. It's okay. I mean, it's all right. Let's go back. I don't like that pen that much. I'm going to go back to, let's go to a calligraphy pen. Take it a little bit down a little bit. Let's do it blue and just see. Now, obviously, this is black and white. You're not going to see that. That would be if you exported the note. This is the test. So it's okay. It's got a nice feel to it. It's a little scratchy, but it just doesn't compare to is the test. I do got to tell you that from using the paper for a while now, the reMarkable 2 is a little glassy to me now. It doesn't feel like it used to. As good as it, I think the reMarkable 1, but it still feels pretty good. But this is doable. Like, it is doable. When you come to the Onyx Books products, they still make you put the screen protector on these things. And I would say this is a competitor for that, but you're getting something for less price here, and the screen protector's already on. I think that's the key with the Likebook here. So again, with the reMarkable, it works pretty good. And if you wanted to pull up a PDF, you can. That's one of the things, or an ebook. But the thing is, let's see if we got one here. Let's see if this is an ebook. Yeah, so you can see we have an ebook here. It's nice. We now have pinch to zoom with the new update. So it works as a reader. The reMarkable, I still think is one of the best devices. I like the paper, as I've said, but in this form factor, this currently still rocks. If you are somebody that is more engineering minded and wants a bunch of functionality, all the Books products, the Note Air, this product, which is their Color Note 3, which is cool, works real well. And then the Supernote kind of fits in the middle with all these. I don't talk a lot about it, but the Supernote is a great little device, and we'll get more into the Supernote here soon. But if we're looking for a reader with a note-taking ability, the reMarkable 2 is awesome, but you can't put Kindle on it and you can't put Kobo on it. So you're going to be limited to the books that you're using if you have a big library. If you have a lot of books that you already have, then the reMarkable 2 is going to work for you. If not, then you've got the ability to take some notes. You're going to have to carry a 4A battery. I don't know how long it lasts. I'm sure it'll last a little while with it. You've got a nice little package and product here that really is about, I would say, $400 US by the time you get the case and everything with it, right? Because you got to pay $20 for the case and I think $30 for this and about $380 for the device. But then you have a reader, and you have a reader that can take some notes on it, black and white, but does have the lighting on it, so at night you can see a little bit better. It's a cool little device. It's not, I wouldn't say it's the perfect device. It's not perfect, but it's a good device. By the way, we got a scam call coming in. See, that's where this technology, you're interrupting my video. Okay, that's off. But I think this is a good device. If you watch all my videos and you know how I go through a lot of them, I think this could be good for a student. It's intuitive. I think it's a little bit more intuitive than the Books devices, kind of like the Supernote and the reMarkable in that sense. And it's a good device. I actually like this device, and I think it's definitely usable. So what do you think down below? Do you have the Likebook? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Would you buy it over the reMarkable 2 if you needed more of a reader? If you're a note taker, I still love this reMarkable 2 or the paper device. And then going into multi-use devices, this has a place, and it's inexpensive. If you have a reader, that's great. And then obviously the Supernote and the Books devices, they fit right in there. But the lower price one is this device. If you can deal with that little bit of heftiness, I think it's right there. It's a pretty good device, and I'm going to use it some more. Please ask any questions that you have down below so that we can keep, getting better and figuring out what you need. But I like this. And remember, when I upload these videos almost every day, I stick around right away to answer early comments. So if you want, leave some comments. This is a community more than a channel. But today's tablet war, if you have to get a reader, Likebook. I like it. A little heavy, but it works. If you are looking for a note taker, stick with that reMarkable 2. It still rocks. Okay, any comments or questions down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Go have a fantastic day.